Hello student, in this video I will discuss the topic inventory control. This is the topic of your unit 3. So let's start. So first we see what is inventory. So the term inventory means the value or amount of material or resource on hand. It includes raw material, work in process, finished good, and store and spares. So these are known as inventory. So what is inventory control? So inventory control is the process by which inventory is measured and regulated according to predetermined norms such as economic lot size for order or production, safety stock, minimum level, maximum level, and order level. So this is known as inventory control. So what is inventory control? Inventory control is process by which inventory is measured and regulated according to predetermined norms such as economic lot size, lot size for order or production, safety stock, minimum level, maximum level, and order level, etc. So inventory control pertain primarily to administration of established policy, system, and procedure in order to reduce the inventory cost. So let us see the objectives of inventory control. So what are the objectives of inventory control? So first objective is to meet the unforeseen future demand due to variation in forecast figures and actual figures. Second is to average out demand fluctuations due to seasonal or cyclic variations. Third is to meet the customer requirements timely, effectively, efficiently, smoothly, and satisfactorily. Next, to smoothen the production process. Next, to facilitate intermittent productions of several products on same facility. Next, to gain economy of production or purchase in lots. So what are the objectives of inventory control? To meet unforeseen future demand due to variations in forecast figure and actual figure. Next, to average out demand fluctuations due to seasonal or cyclic variation. Next, to meet the customer requirements timely, effectively, efficiently, smoothly, and satisfactorily. Next, to smoothen the production process. Next, to facilitate intermittent productions of several products on the same facility. Next, to gain economy of productions or purchase in lots. So these are the objectives of inventory control. So some other objectives of inventory control: to reduce loss due to change in price of inventory items. Next, to meet the time lag for transportations of goods. Next, to meet the technological constraints of production process. Next, to balance various costs in inventory such as order or set up cost and inventory carrying cost. Next, to balance the stock out cost, opportunity cost due to loss of sales against the cost of inventory. Next, to minimize losses due to deterioration, obsolescence, damage and pilferage, etc., and to stabilize employment and improve lab our relations by inventory of human resource and machine effort. So these are some other objectives of inventory control. So students, let us see the factors affecting inventory control. So what are the factors affecting the inventory control? Number one is type of product, second type of manufacture, third is volume of production. So these are the factors which are affecting the inventory control. First is type of product, second type of manufacture, and third volume of production. So let us see the what are the benefits of inventory control. First, to ensure an adequate supply of materials. Second, to minimize inventory cost. Third, to facilitate purchasing economics. Fourth, to eliminate duplication in ordering. Fifth, better utilizations of available stock. Sixth, to provide a check against the loss of material. Seventh, to facilitate cost accounting activities. Eighth, to enables management in cost comparison. Next, to locate and disposes inactive and obsolete store items, and next, to consistent and reliable basis for financial statement. So these are the benefits of inventory control. So students, let us see the nature of inventory. So there are following nature of inventory. First is dependent demand. So demand for one product is linked with demand for another product, such as components and sub-assembles, etc. So this is known as dependent demand. So next is independent demand. In independent demand, the demand for a product or service occurs independently or demand for any other product or service, such as finished product or service product, lubricants, cutting oil, greases and preservatives, etc. So this is independent demand. So the dependency can be vertical or horizontal. So let us see what are vertical dependency or horizontal dependency. So the dependency is vertical if the demand for one product is derived from the demand for another product. So this is known as vertical dependency. Example, demand for engine blocks is derived from demand for cars. So this is known as vertical dependency. Let us see horizontal dependency. So if the dependency is horizontal, if the demand for one item is not directly related but related in another manner. So this is known as horizontal dependency. For example, demands of CI ingots horizontally depends on automobile products of company. Next, only independent demand items need forecasting, because that of dependent items can be derived from demand for independent item. So what type of nature of inventory? There are mainly two types. One is dependent demand and other is independent demand, and demand can be dependent demand can be vertical or horizontal. So let us see the account for inventory or accounting for inventory. So inventory value account for varying proportion of raw material, work in process part and components or finished product. So in continuous production or mass production, inventory for raw material and finished product is high, and that of WIP parts is less. Or in batch production or job shop production, inventory for raw material and finished product is less, and WIP means work in process part is high. Now let us see the inventory cost. So how many types of inventory cost? First is ordering or purchasing cost. Second is inventory carrying cost. Third is out of stock or shortage cost, and fourth is other cost. So the inventory cost have four types. One is ordering or purchasing cost. Second is inventory carrying or holding cost. Third is out of stock or shortage cost, and fourth is other cost. So first we see the ordering cost. So what is ordering cost? So it is the cost of ordering the item and securing its supply. So this is ordering cost, means it is the cost of ordering the items and securing its supply, and it includes what types of cost it includes? It includes number one, expenses from raising an indent. First is expenses from raising an indent. Second is purchase requisitions by user department till the execution of order. And third is receipt and inspection of material. So these are the ordering cost. What are the ordering cost? It is the cost of ordering the item and securing its supply. Next is inventory carrying cost. Next type of cost is inventory carrying cost. So what is the inventory carrying cost? So cost incurred for holding the volume of the inventory and measured as a percentage of unit cost of an item. So what are the inventory carrying cost? So cost incurred for holding the volume of inventory and measured as a percentage of unit cost of an item, and it includes first capital cost, second obsolescence cost, third deterioration cost, fourth taxes on inventory, next insurance cost, and storage and handling cost. So these are the inventory carrying cost. So what are the inventory carrying cost? Then cost incurred for holding the volume of inventory and measured as a percentage of unit cost of an item. Next type of inventory cost is out of stock cost. So what is out of stock cost? It is the loss which occurred or which may occur due to non-availability of material. So this is the out of stock cost. So it includes first breakdown or delay in production, second back ordering, third lost sales. Fourth, loss of service to customer, loss of goodwill, loss due to lagging behind the competitor, etc. So this is the out of stock cost. What is the out of stock cost? It is the loss which occurs or which may occur due to the non availability of material. Now next type of inventory cost is other cost. So what are the other cost? First is capacity cost. In capacity cost there are mainly two types of cost. First is overtime payments and second is layoff and idle time. Next type of other cost is setup cost, which includes machine setup cost and startup scrap generated from getting a production run started. So these type of costs are setup cost, and other type of other costs are overstocking cost. So these are mainly includes in other cost. First is capacity cost, second is setup cost, and third is overstocking cost. So student, in this video we have learned about basic concept of inventory control. We have also learned about nature of inventory, and we have also learned about types of inventory cost. And in next video I will cover the topic inventory model. So this video is completed. So thank you and take care.